Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is your boy Marella 2G, and this is the WWE Raw Super Show review for Monday, April 9, 2012. Before I go any further, if you want to see more reviews on what I do in the WWE, please subscribe to that button at the top and click on the like button, and guarantee I'll bring you more reviews. Here's what went down last night on the Raw Super Show. We kick off with John Laurinaitis coming in the ring announcing the next new face of the WWE, which is Brock Lesnar, and Lesnar comes in and thanks John Laurinaitis for getting him the opportunity to come back to the WWE. Before he could say anything else, John Cena comes out and tells Brock thank him for last Monday night, and he slaps the crap out of him. Man, he tagged him down, and then he puts a big old fist to his mouth, busting him. And everybody from the back of the locker room, from the officials, and everybody came in. It was a big old brawl. It was just getting on. Oh my goodness. John Cena jumping on Brock. Brock jumping on John. It was going back and forth. It lasted for almost 5 freaking minutes. I was like, yeah. This is what I'm talking about, WWE. This is the excitement we're looking for on Monday nights. Boy, was I excited. But then after it was all said and done, they announced that they're going to have a match at Extreme Rules. Brock Lesnar versus John Cena. Can't wait for that. Back to normal with the matches. We get the tag team match between Santino and Marella, the United States Champion, and the Funkasovas, Brodus Clay, versus the show-off, Dolph Ziggler, and All-American Jack Swagger. This was not much of a match really at all. It went back and forth. Santino just getting clobbered by both Dolph and Jack. But then he tags Clay. He did the rest, cleans him up, splashes Dolph Ziggler. The match is over, and they get it in. And I don't mean by get it in as in, no. They got it in with the toot and the dancing of the Somebody Call My Mama. And then after the match, Santino goes in the back, tries to find the Stooges. He runs into Kane, and he goes on about his business again. Next, we have Cody Rhodes versus R-Truth, and this was almost like what happened last week. The Big Show came out, tells him about Cody Rhodes. Here is your embarrassing moment at WrestleMania, and it shows when he gets the big old weapons of mass destruction. Cody couldn't believe it, and then R-Truth wins the match as he puts him in the little Jimmy. Cody Rhodes just beside himself with Big Show, wearing the Intercontinental title. We get another match. It is the Japanese wrestler, I forget his name, you can help me out with it on the comment box. He faces Lord Tensai. He made his debut last week. Vicious debut. Just the same old thing, just dominating the match. The big man and the big claw, he spits the mist and just grabs him by the head after the match. It's just whoa. Then we get the WWE Championship match, but before that, CM Punk announces to the WWE Universe that he means he's straight edge, but you know, there are some things that is just kept to himself, and there's really nobody's business as to what straight edge was all about before he began being at the top of where he is right now as a WWE Champion. And he points out that last week he wasn't himself because the smell of the whiskey on his body reminded him of his father. But Chris Jericho, he's going to be facing some repercussion because him and Jericho barbing back and forth on the Titantron, and CM Punk is simply saying it's not going to be about this match. It's him kicking his ass. And then we get Mark Henry coming down the ring. Really not much of a match because CM Punk really wants Chris Jericho so bad, and the only way he had to do it is to disqualify himself by hitting Mark Henry with the TV monitor on the announce table. But then it was after the match where everything kind of went downhill. As Chris Jericho's coming down with the cases of beer, Mark Henry pummels him again and puts him into not one but 2 world's strongest slams, and oh man, all hell was breaking loose. Chris Jericho opens up the beers and starts pouring it all on Punk. Before he could do that, he puts him in the cold breaker trying to fight him, and you know the rest. It was just total brutal. The match between him and Punk, when it happens, it's just going to be crazy. Then we get to the next match. We have Alberto Del Rio with Ricardo Rodriguez announcing him. He faces the Long Island IZ, Zack Ryder. And this was an interesting match, to say the least. Zack almost got the match done, but the finishing move with Alberto does, he puts him in and the match is over. Sheamus, because of what happened last week on Smackdown, he will probably face a big penalty. It's because he kicks the referee after the match, that he was disqualified because it was a wrong move on the referee by Alberto Del Rio. Tay Long, I forgot, John Cena was talked to by Tay Long, and John Cena wants to have this fight between anybody in the WWE tonight. So it will be John Cena versus David Otunga in the main event at the end of the night. But before that, we get the Three Stooges. They were guests on Raw last night as well. And I mean, I'm a fan of the Stooges because I love them, but I don't know about the fan. But hey, it is what it is. They made it interesting because, you know, Curly and Mo, they trying to find out how they're going to put on the show. And they're going to put on the show. And Curly comes out as Hulkamaniac. And it was just so crazy. And before you know it, Kane comes down and both Stooges runs away. And Curly's left in there with the Hulk outfit. And, and Kane just puts him in a chokeslam. And that was all for the Stooges on this night. And Kane. Alright, so we get to the main event. It's John Cena versus David Otunga. This was a pretty interesting match, but remember, Cena got pummeled by Brock. It was the STFU that puts Otunga out of the match. He taps out. Cena wins. Brock attacks Cena again, and this time he puts him in a vicious F5, even worse than last week. And now we know who the heel of the WWE is. It's not John Cena. It's the next big thing, Brock Lesnar. Anyway, folks, that's all my review for the WWE Raw Super Show this week. Subscribe to my channel. Come back here next week for more. I'm Rel2G. I'll see you later. Peace.